Hey guys, happy Friday. All right, guys, welcome back. Obviously, you're watching Up and Adam, and I appreciate all of you who joined us this morning on our Wake Up and Adam morning show. Yes, I know I'm not wearing black. I'm wearing some color today. It's weird, but don't get used to it. Now, in the meantime, we're not back to talk about me or the morning show, but it was a success. We're actually back to talk about Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent, who is accusing Randall of taking her independence, and she's insisting she's not bitter, but she's also addressing the 50 Cent feud and reveals that she is dating multiple men. There is a lot of what people are calling hypocrisy around this situation. I even brought it up in my live this morning, but I want to get your guys' opinions in the comments below. So before we jump into this and give you all the details, thanks to Reality Blurb, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so apparently Lala Kent isn't just dating, she's dating more than one person. After moving out of the Bel Air home that she once shared with Randall Emmett, the father of her 11-month-old daughter, who she accused of cheating in October of 2021, apparently now she is getting her groove back in a major way and continuing to drag the film producer in the process. Okay, which is kind of ironic because she just recently did an interview, and in that interview, she was saying, you know, it scares me what Ocean is going to have to read about her dad one day. And one day when, you know, she's old enough, we'll have that conversation. I'll be very open and honest with her. But you're scared for your daughter to read. And I'm not a mom. I haven't been through what Lala has been through. So I'm not trying to, first of all, I'm not bashing her and I'm not taking anything away from her experience. I think that if this is how she feels, then you should be able to talk about it. But it does feel a little hypocritical that you don't want your daughter to read bad stuff about her father, and then this is the stuff that we're putting out here. Okay. She said, I just want to have a lot of fun. I'm not looking for companionship. Lala told Katie Maloney on her Dear Media podcast, You're Gonna Love Me, last week. I have dudes that feel different things in my life right now. I have the dude who's like, he's the one we can go deep with. Then there's the one where there's another one where we can keep it light. We keep it sexy. We keep it fresh. We keep it surface. And he's the one that keeps me on the clouds. Then there's another one who fills another aspect of my life. Although Lala said her standards used to be low, noting she just wanted someone who was kind and treated her right, things have changed since her split from Randall. She said, now I'm like, you better be stepping in here tall as dark and handsome, bone structure for days with a big old... Okay. And you need to treat me right as well. I mean, listen, I'm not mad. At least she knows what she wants, but are we not afraid of your daughter reading that? Okay, we'll keep going. According to Lala, her relationship with Randall wasn't great, and in ways she felt she was settling. That person took every ounce of independence that I had. He put me in an apartment I couldn't afford. He put me in a car I couldn't afford. And you look at it and you feel like, oh my gosh, look how he's treating this girl. And oh, that's so sweet. But when you have the bird's eye view that I have now, it's like I was placed in a situation where I no longer had a choice. I was fully dependent. You know, my question about this too was on the show, we saw where Lala came in, you know, the next season. I don't know if it was season 4, season 5. I don't really remember, but she had a Range Rover and everybody was like, how can she afford this? And she's like, girl, you just, you know, like it's $800 a month. Pick up an extra shift, like just pay. If that's the car you want, just pay for it. And she really boasted about this lifestyle. And now she's almost, I'm not saying that she's claiming to be a victim of it, but she's saying that he took all of her independence. You had an apartment before Randall. You had a car before Randall. You chose to take these items and you were in your mid-20s when this all transpired. So how, you know, when I opened up this conversation in the live chat, we had some people who felt like maybe Lala was groomed in this situation where Randall was a man who had a lot of wealth and was able to provide her with this lifestyle, get her used to it. That way she knows if, you know, the going gets tough and she gets going, she loses the lifestyle along with it and all of her, you know, the luxuries, everything that comes with it. I mean, but also on the other end, I'm like, you made it known that you were flying private before you ever met Randall. You said you were going on all of these trips. You said you were running around with a lot of these guys who had great money, a lot of wealth. It seems like you knew what kind of man you were looking for. I don't know if we can say Randall took her independence. Like, where is the responsibility? There has to be some responsibility on Lala's end. I understand, yes, you were put into an apartment that you couldn't afford and a car you couldn't afford. But at the end of the day, you had all of those items before. You had a living situation. You chose to take these lavish gifts. Are you a victim of this? That's my question for you guys. And again, I'm not being mean to Lala. I really want to know what you guys think about this. Now, while Lala and Randall split amid rumors of numerous infidelities, she told Katie that she isn't avoiding getting into a serious relationship today because of what he reportedly did to her. She said, "I'm not bitter or wounded by my past relationship at all. But for me, a lot of people that I've been seeing are talking about the future already, and I have to actively tell them I'm not there. A relationship isn't conducive with my life at this point." Also on the podcast, Lala looked back on her past feud with 50 Cent and revealed that they haven't spoken since her split from Randall. She said, "I love 50 Cent, and when he was taking issue, I was so heartbroken about it because he was my second all-time greatest love, next to Kobe Bryant." Lala also added to this conversation, "I was like, I just can't wrap my head around this whole thing. But now that I can reclaim my OG obsession with 50 Cent, I'm thrilled about it." As for their current relationship, Lala said that she hasn't talked to Fofty, but her DMs are always open to hearing from him. Now, that's another thing too. You were heartbroken about the feud with 50 Cent, but you actively engaged in it, right? I mean, am I crazy here? I feel like you can't be, again, I'm not calling her a victim, but there's that saying, you can't be the victim and the aggressor and the victim. Here, it's like you boasted about getting these lavish items and how you were living and leading a totally different life in this new celebrity lifestyle with this beautiful home. You talked about it. You kind of threw it in people's faces. And then with the 50 Cent thing, that was, Randall and 50 Cent's feud because Randall owed him money. You chose to be a part of that conversation. You chose to kind of jump in there and feud back and forth. And I honestly really believe that Lala liked the attention that came with it. It's not a bad thing. You're on a reality TV show. You obviously have to like attention to some degree to be on a reality TV show or even on social media. So again, this is not a Lala bashing fest. Guys, I want to hear from you. Go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts on this? And please give me your unfiltered opinions. I know you guys aren't going to hold back, so please do not. In the meantime, though, thank you so much for all of the love. And Jason will be coming back home tonight. He'll be back in around 11 o'clock tonight. So we will be recapping Real Housewives of Miami together on Sunday. And if you haven't caught your tickets yet for Zach and I coming to you live, then make sure you go to spillingtealive.com. Los Angeles is already sold out and New York and Nashville are right behind it. So do not sleep on the tickets. Don't wait for them. They're not expensive. We priced them really well just because we wanted as many people as possible to come show up and hang out with us. And it's not just the show. We're all going to hang out afterwards. Everyone gets to meet each other. There's going to be a lot of fun, recognizable people that you'll see in the room that you'll also get to meet. So I just can't wait to party with you guys in Nashville, New York, and Los Angeles. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.